like the rhythm of the sun. Well, I was wide awake until the dawn upon her face, and the echoes of our song as it hummed along. So stay with me, you are my missing pieces. Oh, you are my missing pieces. You are my missing pieces. So won't you stay with me?
You're my missing pieces, Richard.
What? Aw.
I know. I'm adorable.
You are. I just realized I still have Charlie from yesterday's live. Speaking of adorable.
Don't ever change him. He's great.
Speaking of, I won't. Speaking of, I don't want to say less adorable. We're transitioning into hard rock metal vibe today. I'm very excited about this.
Absolutely.
So saying adorable with the horns up doesn't quite connect.
It's ironic.
That's what we do on this show. We're all over the place and we love it. Good music is good music. Today, we are taking on One OK Rock's Detox album.
Sweet.
Do you know what I have queued on my phone? I haven't purchased it. I've been waiting for today. I am ready to hit buy the moment the show is done.
I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do the same thing.
Can't wait. We've listened
to the hits.
3 or 4 songs already that we've heard. We've heard Dystopia, Delusion, Tropical Therapy, Puppets Can't Control You, and Plus Matter. So we are going to re-listen to them, but Dystopia, we're going to hear the Japanese version, studio version. Delusional and Tropical Therapy, we are going to check out the studio jam session. I think I just saw him in the chat. Fantastic Viking. Thank you. Recommended those. So we're going to check those out today. And the Japanese version for Puppets Can't Control You. The studio version we haven't heard. So it's going to be mostly studio. A couple lives. We've got a couple lives later on. We're going to watch a live of Plus Matter. I got to stop talking. I want to get to the music.
Let's do it. I want you to stop talking too.
Bring in the chat. Coffee is up.
Just kidding.
See you live.
Before we dig into this wonderful album, please hit like and subscribe. Ring that bell if you haven't already, so you always know what we're up to next.
Also, please be sure to click on the link below in the description where you can buy coffee, help support reactions and live events just like this. You can even become a Thronely member that gives you exclusive access to our Sunday shorts, which are 1 to 2 minute videos from TikTok, Instagram, wherever you send us to. We react to those, so that's a lot of fun. You can also visit the shop while you're there if you're interested in songwriting lessons with Johnny or singing lessons with myself.
Yep.
All right. First up, Nasty is the name of it. I'm just gonna put the explicit on now.
I love those boys, but
shot in the dark. Taka has a swear pass at the Throga channel. We've already established that. However, if you're just joining us or not familiar with this music, there's your parental advisory. And yes, it belongs on Johnny's side of the screen.
Yeah, my virgin ears. Yep.
All right, here we go.
Wanna scream like a banshee in the street and the energy manic. Dangerous, we don't wanna be classy. Try to be good, but we too damn nasty. Make a scene, make 'em panic. Bunch of wolves and we rapping shifts fashion. Fingers up, it's about to get trashy. Try to be good, but we too damn nasty.
Industrial action going.
Yeah.
Stop losing focus. You think we don't know this? That is all just a game to you. Look at this damage. God damn, you a savage. How much more do you wanna lose?
Whenever I listen to One OK Rock, I wish I still played drums. I
know,
wish I
he
had a
does
drum
inspire.
set in the studio, and I would just spend all day trying to deconstruct what Tom was doing with just, it's just everything's clever. It always moves forward. It always fits what the song is asking, but it's always something unpredictable on some level, whether it's a hi-hat pattern, something. God, I love his playing. So he's one of
So he's
my,
predictable in that sense that he's always unpredictable.
well, it's weird
Yes.
that your ventriloquism's fantastic, by the way.
You can toss my voice.
Completely still.
The other
yet
side of the
I can understand all of your words.
it's a skill. It's a skill. No, I love him. He's so great. And then even with this song, with the rest of the band, the accents that they're putting in the beginning,
Yes.
very unexpected.
Mhm.
You know, sometimes they're right on the one beat, sometimes they're doing this offbeat thing, and you just never know where it's going to be. But it's not. But it doesn't throw you off from listening. It's you're still in the song, but it's just keeping you on your toes a little bit, which is I love.
Well, that's why we're always talking about how they are absolute geniuses when it comes to hit rock songs. In that genre, I feel like they just own that space because one after another, it's clever, it's interesting, but the pop sensibility is always within reach. They're just brilliant
Perfect.
with this.
Perfect pocket for guys like us, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, we've heard so many things, and we love a good hook, but we also love just
Yes.
something a little bit surprising and interesting.
Let me back up, going into this second verse here.
Look at this damage. God damn, you a savage. How much more do you wanna lose? We're playing dirty, dirty.
Yeah.
We're in control.
Yeah.
What's the hurry, hurry? Looking like you seen a ghost.
Yeah.
Wanna scream like a banshee. In the street, in the energy manic. Dangerous, we don't wanna be classy. Wanna be good, but
There's that another industrial example you were mentioning earlier. That
Yeah.
his chorus.
Kind of the straightforward A note.
energy manic. Dangerous, we don't wanna be classy. Wanna be good, but we too damn nasty. Make a scene, make a panic. Bunch of wolves and we rapping shit fashion. Fingers up, it's about to get trashy. Wanna be good, but we too damn nasty. Wkaini miczta, gekokują łogiek. Kej bez no marazashi. Ikari wo koete, umareru shodo.
Assuming this is Japanese.
Yep.
Ah,
Wanna scream like a banshee. In the street, in the energy manic. Dangerous, we don't wanna be classy. Wanna be good, but we too damn nasty. Make a scene, make a panic. Bunch of wolves and we rapping shit fashion. Fingers up, it's about to get trashy. Wanna be good, but we too damn nasty. Wanna scream like a banshee. In the street, in the energy manic. Dangerous, we don't wanna be classy. Wanna be good, but we too damn nasty. Make a scene, make a panic. Bunch of wolves and we rapping shit fashion. Fingers up, it's about to get trashy. Wanna be good, but we too damn nasty. Too damn nasty.
Oh, love those little moments. Little actions.
Too damn nasty.
ah.
Yeah.
What
Great way
an
to start the album.
opening. And it just sets the tone for what's to come. Because we've heard obviously some of the other songs at this point, even though we're going to go through them all again in sequence here. The vibe, the energy, the rawness that they're able to capture simultaneously, and this is part of the pop element, everything is so clean. It's not. It's
Lenise.
yeah.
Stormcraft.
Throw it a little Tagalog in here. It is. It has. There's like this trashy kind of sound, like a detuned guitar. Toru's got the guitar detuned down. I don't know if it's drop D or something like that. I'm not sure what key it's in, but it's got like that wobbly low end, kind of thrashy.
Hard to say, but maybe
sound.
he's using a 7-string too. But
He could be,
probably, yeah.
But everything's so tight and pristine at the same time, and that's part of what makes their entire sound work. And of course, and I don't mean to neglect Taka. He's pretty good. Just the whole song, the melodies, the range of notes he's in, the opening line starting off with the chorus and adding these cool little edgy moments, just like it sets the vibe for everything that's coming. Great opening. Well done.
Definitely sets the tone for the album. And this is a heavier album. They told us right at the beginning, and this is, they are staying true to their word.
Yes. Yes.
And that, just going back to the drumming too,
it's hard not to talk about it.
Perfect example of, you put any other drummer on that. And I'm not saying there's not good ones that exist out there, but it's just, it's like you get 10 different drummers in a room, you're going to get 10 different approaches, and
of course,
not many of them are going to do, if any, are going to do that. It's like you could totally hear that pre-chorus. The songwriters bring it in. It's like, oh, what are you going to put to this? And you could totally make it the stock thing, and it'd be nice. But
of course,
he takes what's there and just makes it so much. I mean, it's a great song. I'm not knocking the song, but it's like he just takes it to a new, interesting level.
At the risk of comparing, because just like singers, everybody has their own voice. He's got his own sound and everything. But the drummers historically that really jump out at me, like currently that's wildly successful, is Dominic from Muse. I mean, he's got that just really great drumming, a little on the progressive side, very clever parts. You and I both are fans of Josh Freese, Perfect Circle. Again, just really, really clever things. It's in that realm. My first love as a drummer, Lars Ulrich. I don't think he can play any of these songs, but I'm not saying that in a bad, mean way. He's got his thing, and he's really pretty good most of the time at his thing, and I love him for it.
Yeah, identifiable parts, though. I mean, he's,
yes, especially early on.
He hears things as a musician, and Ringo Starr, another example for me, who's not a great technician by any means.
Incredibly proficient, though.
But great, proficient, but also the parts that he comes up with are just
right.
Again, you put another drummer on there, it's not going to be the same thing, and it's that's.
I'm not comparing him to Tomo. I'm just saying when I was 8 years old, starting to play drums, that's what I liked. Yeah. All right.
And I'm not comparing him to Ringo either.
Yeah. Just being clear.
We're just talking about, or at least I was talking about, just the musical sense as a drummer to hear the song and be like, what? I mean, obviously play what's right for the song, but what can I do that's a little bit different, And so I just love a musical drummer like that. Ugh.
Yes. Okay. We are moving on to Dystopia, another great song. This is the Japanese version. And I haven't heard this in a while. And yes, I have an infamous story of beating Lars, maybe perhaps another. I'm not going to go over that one again. It's somewhere buried in our videos, but it's a fun one.
I love Lars, though. He's just such a character.
He's just got the most exquisite ego.
He does. It's wonderful.
Anyway, I'm curious. So the Japanese version of Dystopia, if you guys can let us know, is any of the music different, or is it just Tomo Hataka's parts, as far as just the lyrics, melody, little adjustments? If you guys could fill us in, let us know. Some people remember the story.
85.
Apocalyptic tendencies, we blame it on a whisper for the shame. 같은 system.
It's just the lyric change. Okay.
Keep us wide awake. We're looking for a reason. When did we become the heathens? My colors bleed, I'm turning blue. You say Godspeed, I follow you. We got no place to go and nothing to lose. Find euphoria in dystopia. Let our souls become the magnets. No running from the sadness. Find euphoria in dystopia. When there's love and understanding. No running from the sadness. 流れを抜けて作る確かなメロディー。つなぐのは君と僕。No more getting in my own way.
Yep, absolutely.
スピードで青く滲んだ僕は失うものも幾あてもない。Find euphoria in dystopia. Let our souls become the magnets.
That's cool.
From the sadness. Find euphoria in dystopia. When there's love and understanding. No running from the sadness.
There's so many singers in the studio that these days it's hard not to take advantage of some pitch correction on some level. I'm not talking autotune. I'm not suggesting Taka uses it. What I'm saying is that the range of notes he goes to, it's if we didn't hear him live with our own ears in so many videos,
Mm-hmm.
you'd be suspicious that there's little cheats going on because he's so high with such great tonal delivery as a whole.
And he's so on too. It almost sounds
so on. Yes.
It's almost got the artifacts because he's so right on.
He's so precise. It's just
Yeah.
awesome. And I'm sure he's
Yeah.
done like multiple takes, right? So and that's and again, that's what you want to really take advantage of in the studio. It's like, why not do 10 takes and take the best moments that you have there? I'm all for that. Some songs
Mhm.
really need that single pass all the way through, but something like this, you might have tried the chorus a few times and and then just grab. It's called a comp, which totally makes sense to do for something like this. This is a hard song to sing.
All his songs are hard songs to sing.
Well, there's
Maybe not
that.
for him, but for the rest of the world.
There's
'Cause
that.
he just lives up in that A to D range, A4 to D5.
Right here. Taka complains that the songs are too high. And Tomo hit him in the head saying, "You made him that high." Exactly.
That's right.
You do this to yourself.
Yeah, just going back to the interesting choices that they make while staying very commercial. Like that chorus. So the song is in F sharp minor, okay? And I think this is a case where they are using probably a 7-string guitar, just because when you hit the chorus, they're going down to C sharp D.
Okay.
Which again, an interesting choice. They could have just went down to the D, which is common. So for starting in F sharp, da 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 da, and that's just going right to the 4 chord or D major. But the fact that they go da 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 da
Yeah.
da, okay, and then that is another interesting choice because then it's going to the 5 chord. Da 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 da. I mean, great. Again, it might
gives
be
us-
it might yeah, it might go under the radar for a lot of people because it still is very just commercial sounding, pop sounding, but as a writer, that's not a common thing to do.
No, but that's, again, like you said, that's part of what keeps everything interesting. And it also, I'm sure that plays a major factor in why his melodies are so clever as well. Like, they kind of have to be. If you're changing what's happening underneath, he is to adapt something
Well, it's
on
an
top.
interesting thing because, and I think about this a lot, again, as a songwriter, because a lot of the scale that you use in sort of pop or rock music, like contemporary, what word am I looking for? Just popular music. Music. is the pentatonic scale. Okay, so basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 notes really,
Right.
and then the octave, so 6. A lot of the most classic melodies that you've heard in your life are in that scale. So it just boggles my mind, and it's still amazing to me how you can make something new
So new.
from those 5 notes,
It's
and
crazy.
it's just changing the order of things, just doing, and then
Yeah.
obviously when you add the lyrics, but also the chord structures can help out tremendously, because now you're what those 5 notes are going up against, the context that they're being sung in, gives them a different flavor.
Totally. Yeah. It changes what the feeling of the melody is on top. Yeah.
Because like I said, even if just doing the da 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 da, as opposed to da 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 da,
So much cooler. So
so
much
much
cooler.
cooler. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's same notes in the melody, but the chords are providing a different relationship. So
Someone didn't have a very good experience with music theory. Real quick while we're paused, Kevin, thank you so much for the super chat. Greatly appreciate that. For a future reaction, can you listen to a song from My First Story? Taka's younger brother, Hero, is the lead singer. We have heard that before in the comments. Thank you for reminding us of that. I think that's a great idea. I think we had a coffee coming too. Can you hit play?
We did. Yes, Chris bought us a coffee. Thank you so much, Chris.
Thank you,
She
Chris.
says, thanks for OOR.
Our pleasure. All right, here we go.
Connecting you and I. It's only and I'm still holding tight. Find you for in this
Right.
Dystopia. Let my souls become the magnets. You're running from the sadness. Find you for in this Dystopia. When there's love and understanding. You're running from the sadness.
Freaking awesome. Yeah, we've heard that before.
Yeah.
And I think even last time we heard it, I brought up just the fact of taking familiar elements and making something new out of it, and with this song, that 80s vibe and that beat. It's a familiar beat, dun,
Exactly.
that's talking away. I don't know, take on me, but taking it a different way, to putting the big guitars on it, and
Much
just
cooler,
cool.
in my opinion.
I mean, I love that song too.
I like that one more.
I-
Different taste, but I get your point. So
Yes.
we're moving on to studio jam sessions. Now, on the album, it is Tropical Therapy first and then Delusion All, I believe. But we're going to hear that in reverse order because this is one clip that has both of them together in this jam session. So that's what we're doing right now. We've heard both of these songs, but not like this. This has been recommended many, many times, so very excited about it.
Speaking of Tropical Therapy, this is my Hawaii shirt. Did you notice? I got this when I was in Hawaii.
I noticed. No.
Yes.
I noticed you were wearing something that wasn't a t-shirt, and that was the extent of my observation.
Yep. Oh, man. We're the worst.
I believe it's Delusional first.
It is very hip, Latte Lover. Yes.
I love videos like this.
I do too, yeah.
You can move now, Johnny.
I can't, I'm just like
This is your longest freeze ever. Yeah, he's gone. I knew something was wrong. There you go,
I'm
you're
back.
back. Okay. They just started the song.
I'm gonna turn into the hall pretty soon.
Cool layout. Is he playing Cajon?
They conquer us, defeated by no one will listen to you.
Are you still here, Johnny?
I'm here.
Oh, you were freezing like non-stop.
Oh my god.
I don't know what is happening.
I don't know either, man.
Is there any other... Is Wi-Fi being used at all in the house, or...?
No. Just
No?
by me. Let me call you back.
Yeah, let's do a call back. Let me back this up for a second. For those of you new to the Throga channel, there's usually two of us. And when I'm stuck without Johnny, I never know what to say because my best friend's not there and I don't know what to do.
Just spread your wings, Richard. Becoming a
All right,
man.
here we go.
Not paying attention.
They
Very
conquer
focused.
us, defeated by no one will listen to you. You gotta stand up and draw the line. It's time to fall back or shoot. Why does it feel like they don't feel anything? I pray there's a future behind those words.
Yeah, I know.
Let's make a deal. Pretend this busted democracy.
Oh, that.
It's just how we want it. We're not exhausted. Maybe we're delusional. Oh, we all the fucking illusional.
Exactly.
When everything's supposed to happen for a reason. When every talking head expects you to believe them. But we don't need them. We are the kingdom. We know the amount that we have shared was never even. Why does it feel like they don't
Oh, I
feel
love it with the strings.
I do too.
I pray there's a future behind those words. Let's make a deal. Pretend this busted democracy. Just how we want it. We're not exhausted. I know. In order to be free, you gotta let go. But know that once you do, that's when to take hold. Everything's failing, loving. Whoa, so why does it feel like they don't feel anything? I pray there's a future behind those words. Let's make a deal. Pretend this busted democracy. Just how we want it. We're not exhausted. Maybe we're delusional. Maybe we're delusional.
I'm going to pause pause it and back up here a little bit.
Francesca, how is he so consistent? Even more than a Disney princess. Taka is my Disney princess. He is very consistent.
Couple things I want to point out. So, on the topic of Taka, first of all, yes, his consistency is great, but there's always an element of him being present in the moment of the song. He's so good at taking what was maybe what he's done live several times, what he's done in the studio, but here he's responding to the strings, the acoustic feel. He's allowing his voice to be a little more vulnerable in areas and adding the grit to just kind of resonate just a little bit differently than when there's electric guitar and the drums and the cymbals right in his ears, right? So his energy is different and it's just a little more vulnerable, and that takes more skill and takes more emotional connection. And that's why he's your princess. I get it. It all makes sense.
Yeah, and going back to what we were saying about him complaining about the high notes, he does it to himself. I mean, there's no reason. I'm so glad he did that. But
I mean, but he did not have to go there.
He didn't have to go there, you know. But I mean,
there are many options.
But I mean, it's such a good part of the song. That chorus is da 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 da. I mean, da 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 da. I mean, so satisfying.
I mean, it's so satisfying, exactly.
You know. So okay, maybe it's not his fault. Maybe he's.
And it's got it's in that Steve Perry like note choice range and everything.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, let's keep going.
Pretend this blessed
hard.
democracy. You're just how we want it. We're not exhausted. Maybe we're delusional. Maybe we're delusional. We are all delusional. Oh, we all the fucking delusional.
Ah. That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Really great.
All right, so
Let's on anything, and I'm a fan.
Tropical Therapy is next. This is that's the last one we reacted to. Well, you stop and think about that. It was really interesting because it had this dark, I mean, you think of the title, Tropical Therapy, and we watched a black and white music video, and then his tears surprise at the end, and just like realizing that, whoa, so I'm actually excited to go back and listen to the lyrics a little bit more and better understand, because I knew something was a little bit off during it, but of course we're just reacting to the cleverness of the band and the delivery of everything. So I only heard it that one time, so I'm excited to hear this a second time now.
Yeah.
Stop.
誰かこれをじゃないですすいませんやばい確かに
Thank you, Miss Jen 26.
Oh, thanks so much. I love this kid. They're not children.
I know.
Another day here in this system, my soul is on a plate. Take a shot of whiskey and some to de-escalate. I need a lot in all this baggage, cause life is heavy weight. Sick of roaring with the punches, I need to get away. I wanna go fly to paradise tonight. I wanna go fly, the first thing on my mind. I need to get away, get out of this mess I made. Set me free, tropical therapy, get away.
Yeah, this is not a holiday on the beach. The title is misleading, and just the symbolism and anxiety and stress and mental health and everything is just beautifully written, that I just, kind of went over my head in that first pass.
Yeah, there's only so much you can take in.
While we're
Listening.
stopped, I need to give some love to Ryota here. I often overlook him because Tomo kind of steals the show for me. It's just my background.
It's your bias.
It's my bias, right? We're all allowed to have them. Thank you very much. But in the last song, I noticed this too in Delusional, and I'm seeing it again in Tropical Therapy. In this setting, we can hear more precision of what he's doing. Just the actual notes being placed in the runs, things like that, because Tomo's playing cajon, and is it cajon or cajon? Cajon?
Cajon.
Yeah. It's a
Cajon.
box thing that he's sitting on.
The box thing.
The box thing. So I think I overlook him often and basically take him for granted, because think about what he has to do. He has to connect Tomo's parts with what Toro is doing quarterly. I mean, when a bass, and we've said this in the past, maybe not with One OK Rock, but bass players, great bass players, are almost always overlooked because their job is they're the bridge between the percussion and the chordal structure of the song. So even though he has moments where he's got these little lines, little runs, and stands out, which we expect him to be able to do, of course, especially when he does the build up into the song, or they do some sort of solo section live or whatever. But his parts are so clever and just so masked in everything else that's happening. I just shout out to him. I mean, he's awesome.
One of those things, when you take it out of the mix, you really notice it. And that's one thing that when I'm working with Sam, we'll try to decide whether a part is, because we when we're recording, we'll just lay down a bunch of stuff and we'll put it in there, and then we'll be like, oh, do we really need that? And then, it's usually just a matter of muting that part and be like, okay, it's seemingly insignificant. Not to say that the bass Ryota's
of course,
but like even a pad part, or a pad meaning sort of like a background thing, very very background
kind of filler, yeah.
But even muting that, when you take it away from the mix, you're like, oh, this isn't the same.
Yeah.
And then obviously with the bass, I mean, when you take that out, then you know what that adds. And to me, the bass does. I mean, that can make
so
a
much
song.
Yeah, it makes it hollow without, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
But his timing.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, but it's responsible for just the feel of the song, because obviously, Tomo's doing so much, and with the feel, but the bass is kind of what makes it move. It's I don't know. Yeah. It's a magical thing. It's definitely a magical glue.
And the fact that you don't hear, I was going to say with his timing, you don't really hear his attacks and things like that. In this setting you do, but not when it's electric guitar and Tomo's playing a full kit, because it's so dialed in. I mean, he's right on the kick. He's right on the snare. And that's why it gets, I think, overlooked partially. So anyway.
Yeah. No, he's great. They're all great. Going. All great.
Yeah.
Get away.
I was just reminded of a comment I saw come in. It wasn't One OK Rock. Was it? Maybe it was One OK Rock. This was a while ago. It was a previous video. Someone was complaining that, we're
on
not...
the internet?
The internet. Someone abused their access to the internet to complain.
To air grievances? That's weird.
Yes, it's a weird place to do that. I don't recommend it. But the attack was on us in how, we don't spend enough time, explaining what they could, improve upon and what they're doing wrong. Well, we'll let you know when we find it. I just want to say that.
Yeah, I mean, that stuff just comes to taste. It's so hard to...
It does. It does.
I feel like they've done well for themselves. I think it's tough to say anything to the contrary.
My spirit is guiding me stars can't find me. I'm looking for heaven like golden gates surrounded by palm trees. I see a new horizon going up the coast. Say goodbye to all my problems. I'm traveling alone. I wanna go fly to paradise tonight. I wanna go fly. The first thing on my mind. I need to get away. Get out of this mess I made. Set me free. Tropical therapy. Get away.
Sorry, I'm going to pause it one more time. Just, you guys are referencing that this was, you know, can be interpreted as, or maybe it was intended initially as a suicide note. And that was just kind of in the back of my mind as I'm listening to lyrics again. Because at first it's the getaway. The idea is that you would come back, right? You associate
Right.
tropical something as a vacation. But when you're hearing the lyrics as from the perspective of the to get away is to end your life and just to get away from everything permanently. Yeah, I mean, that just adds so much more weight to all of the innuendos that's taking place, that's woven into the lyrics.
Yeah,
It's really, it's
absolutely.
interesting.
You know, no, just that chorus hook. Not to take any of the way, I hesitate to talk about the music part because the lyrical content is so heavy, and I don't want to
Right.
diminish that.
However,
However, I mean, this a hook. You know, the power of the hook. Where I haven't heard the song in months, and as soon as I want to get away,
there it is.
just immediately like, yep, oh yeah, I remember.
Yep.
And it's just, again, it's the mystery of I want to get away. I mean, 3 notes, but it's I want to get. What he does with those 3 notes, it just,
Yes.
man.
And on top of that, and this is the other reason I wanted to back it up, in my recollection, and I'm going to know once I buy the album and listen to it again, because we only heard the music video once, I don't believe he had quite as much of a, what's the word I want to use? Almost a growl texture. It wasn't quite as guttural on that get, and some of those parts, which is interesting because when you go acoustic, the instinct is to go a little bit lighter, a little bit more clean of a sound, a little more balanced sound, because that's what's happening around you. I feel like he went the other direction. It's not pushed in a sense of like he's trying to like make it exciting, but there's something more like bubbling underneath that gives it like a grittier texture than what's done with the full band, which to me, that dichotomy is adds even more weight to the lyrics and the style in this.
Yeah, that's perfect setting.
The first thing on my mind, I need to get away. Get out of this mess I made. Set me free. Tropical therapy. Get away.
C.U.R.I.O.S.I.T.Y, just great lines.
I wanna go fly to paradise tonight. I wanna go fly. The first thing on my mind, I need to get away. Get out of this mess I made. Set me free. Tropical therapy. I need to get away. Set me free. I need to get away. Set me free.
I know.
I need to get away. Set me free. Tropical therapy.
Beautiful.
Get away.
I gotta hear that again.
First thing on my mind, I need to get away. Get out of this mess tropical therapy. I need to get away. Set me free. I need to get away. Set me free. I need to get away. Set me free.
I love that chord there.
Tropical therapy. Get away.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I love that. I love that. And then going to that da 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 da, that minor 2 chord. Get away, set me. Oh, wonderful.
And again, lyrically, just one more shout out to the idea of taking something tropical therapy, what you would typically associate with that title, and just giving it completely new life, new meaning, new perspective. And that's part of what just makes things clever and memorable, is just taking the everyday, obviously, and turning it into something special. And it's just so well written, so well crafted throughout of it.
Yeah, that's why I love when I write. I love the sooner that I can get a title, the better, because as soon as you have that, those words in front of you, you can decide where you're going to go with it, and you can have a totally different perspective on it.
It's like a focus point.
Yeah, because obviously, like you said, if somebody presented you with, I want to write a song about tropical therapy, you can be like, fun in the sun, you're
break out the ukulele. Yep.
But yeah, I mean, you can see it from totally different. It's like, I can do it this way, and then
super clever.
Beautiful, beautiful song.
Federico, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for joining. Otto has a new song out. Well, good thing we're reacting. A reaction Wednesday at the end of the month to Otto. That's awesome. Can't wait to hear that. So right now we are moving on in the order, back to the order of the album. This is Party's Over. And Anika says Party Over is going to surprise us. I don't know. The only thing that would surprise me is if it wasn't a really good song. I feel like that'd be the only thing. Like, there's no hook. Who is this?
God, have we heard one yet? I don't think we've
seriously.
I don't think we've heard one clunker in the bunch.
All right, let's give it a shot.
Oh, I like that.
Get you out of my head, get you out of my bed, get you out of my life. 後には引けない前に追いけない佇むしかないのさ怒れ狂う君を見て Like a shark in the water when I'm bleeding.
Yes.
Second chances when we're dancing with the snakes. Don't be afraid. Say it to the face. Karma's at the door. Get out of my
that
house.
riff.
Man.
Okay.
There's a lot happening in this one.
There's so much happening. It's funny. One of you said this. I can't remember who it was in the chat. Sorry, at a glance that, it sounds like old One OK Rock. And I don't know the timeline very well as far as what song came out when. I mean, I have a few of their albums now, but it does sound youthful. I will say there's something about this. There's like an energy. There's a little bit of a manic kind of youthful thing going
Yeah.
on in just how it's constructed, and then almost seemingly unrelative. That's not the right term I want to use here. Unrelated riffs going back to back. It's like it's jarring,
Mhm.
but by design.
It's always by design. Yeah, well, you could hear a song like this, and you can sort of hear at its core, it's a punk song. You know, it's very just up tempo. It's got a punk beat, but what they do with it is not like, you know, your typical Blink 182 song or something. You know, just to throw a name
Sure.
out there. They're great, obviously. But I mean, starting out with that sort of Latin kind of like guitar thing, and then going
Yeah.
completely diverting and going into this punk thing, but also you listen to that verse coming in, or the intro, and what the guitar is doing, and then the drums. It's
The
just
accents.
it's just. I mean, I'm like trying to follow along. I can't really. It's like I need to listen to it a few times. But and this is their genius. I can't follow along. I can't just pick it out the first time listening. But it doesn't take me out of the song. Again, that's their genius. I think
100%.
one of their geniuses.
Party's over. 人の傘に隠れてしゃばる君。化けの皮がした切なカロに。Oh, イカれ来る君を見て Like a shark in the water when I'm bleeding.
Yeah.
Don't play with matches, you're covered in gas. If I'm in the shadows,
Rap.
watching your back. I'm under attack, you're under attack. There's nowhere left to hide.
Again.
切なカロに Oh, イカれ来る君を見て Like a shark in the water when I'm bleeding. Don't play with matches, you're covered in gas. If I'm in the shadows, watching your back. I'm under attack, you're under attack. There's nowhere left to hide. I can't replace time
This part.
we
I know.
Giving second chances when we're dancing with mistakes. Don't be fair, say it to my face. Karma's at the door, get out of my house, the party's over.
Oh, breaking it out.
I can't
Haven't heard harmonized guitar solos since 1984. They're breaking
They
out.
need to bring him. They
They're
need to bring him
breaking
back.
all of it out.
I can't replace time we waste. Giving second chances when we're dancing with mistakes. Don't be fake, say it to my face. Karma's at the door, get out of my house, the party's over. Karma's
It's my favorite riff right here.
out of my house, the party's over.
Even that ending, it's like that's so just not stock.
It's not at
your
all.
attention to detail.
What note are they landing on relative to the
Well, they're
chord?
I mean they're landing on the one, but what the guitar's doing, da-da-da-da-da-da. Like, what is that? It's amazing. I love it.
It's so clever.
So they're okay. We talked about diminished chords. Was it yesterday? Da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
So right there. So a diminished chord is basically stacked minor thirds. So
Minor thirds, right.
Minor third, and then minor third. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I mean, it's just it sounds like my favorite new song, which is the Severance theme song.
So, for those of you
An
who watch,
excuse I
was gonna say, for those of you who watch the show consistently, I have not seen Severance, but I feel like I have. because you keep playing the soundtrack.
I love that
of it.
theme song.
Okay.
Yeah, and somebody made a great comment too. It's or was it something about like 37-year-olds playing kid music or something? No, what was it? It was a great comment.
Well, yeah, because Taka's 37 now, or turning 37.
Yeah, I forget what it was, but
Ah.
yeah, it's basically like this song is them being like, going to the young rockers, be like, let me show you how it's done. Basically, like hold my cane. Let me show you how to.
Hold my cane. Exactly. That's great.
This is how you do it, young lads or lasses.
All right. Up next, I think there's a coffee that came in as well. Puppets Can't Control You, the Japanese version. Again, I'm assuming, correct me if I'm wrong, that this is basically the same track musically, and then he just changed some lyrics on top. Please let us know.
Yeah, references Richard's Greatest Showman. That's right. I haven't seen Greatest Showman yet, so or the Christmas Chronicles with Kurt Russell yet.
But you know of it now. It's so not as good as I've made it out to be.
Yes, I know. No, but I feel like I should see the Greatest Showman at this point.
Yes.
Latte Lover bought 10 coffees, and she said, "Love your whole album reactions. Hoping for more."
Thank you, Latte. Thank you.
Latte rocks.
Yes, she does. I love this like reverse feel. We're gonna do that one too. Oh, I remember this.
Freaking awesome.
I'm buying it now.
Yeah. Well, you can't listen to it too after it's done, so I guess it's all right.
I can't wait anymore.
Well, I guess I'll do the same thing.
Ridiculous. All right, purchase. It's downloading. Okay.
Just give us a moment, everybody.
I can't wait anymore. As soon as this is done. Oh, this is so good.
It's kind of, I don't know. I feel like we would have. It's like right up our alley of what we would have wanted to do as a rock band, because we both love pop music. You were a little bit more into the
theatrical
metal,
side things
stuff.
For sure.
But we still loved a good hook, and to have the hooky type stuff. But like, I mean, this is like Toro was a metal guitar player. He grew up playing metal, and he can do all this stuff. And to bring that element into a pop rock setting, I think is such a great marriage. It's just so cool. Again, it's just taking something that's, I mean, if there wasn't that stuff, the songs would still be great. I would still really enjoy them. But the fact that they're doing something extraordinary on top of them and just making them a little bit more, I wouldn't say a little bit more. They're more sophisticated. They're more interesting. They're more, just left the center. Just
This would have been the dream band to play with our band back in the day was called Scattered Ink, and this would have been like, for me, hearing them now is like, this is who I would have wanted to have been on the road with.
Yeah, for sure.
I would not at any point in time want to follow One OK Rock or Taka singing. However, I would have loved the opportunity to open for him to make that clear.
Yeah, being the band itself. I noticed they don't have a keyboard player. Just saying.
Something's missing.
Clip his wings, he don't deserve that.
Yeah.
Triplets there.
Nothing till it
Yeah.
turns
Oh, they
into something.
pull you in
Don't
and-
like who I'm becoming. I can't keep running, searching for an answer, rereading every chapter. There's no happy ever after when it's over.
Coming into that, you know.
Damned if I do. It's way too late to fix it. I've been damned if I don't. Made up my existence. Damn, kid, you gotta try. Even if you never win, you can pretend you'll never be out there again.
So we heard this once before. Like you said, the beginning is in Japanese, which actually had a really cool form and flow to it. It's like more, from what I recall, we literally only heard the song once, and it was a while ago. So there's more attack, it felt like, in Japanese versus in English, if I recall. It just feels like there's more impact at the beginning. But all these little transitions that I feel like I missed out on the first time, just the little swell moments and just like all these little things that just like, it just keeps you constantly engaged. Constantly.
Yeah, well, it's exactly what I was going to say. There's no coasting at all happening when they're putting these songs together. They're taking every little 3-second section and being like, what can we do here?
Right.
It's interesting.
Nothing's
You know,
overlooked.
Because you look at this song and it's like, it's a beautiful song, but it's simple.
Right.
You know, it's simple, but it's what they're doing with it. The little triplet parts at the end too with the drums. And then going into the heavy riff section, they're not even coming in predictably on that. It's like they're coming in on the offbeat of like the 4 beat or something like that, and it's just you're constantly
awesome.
Again, you're just constantly on your toes, but it's not jarring like, God, what am I listening to? You know, you're not.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, what am I listening to?
It's the same sentence, but very different intent.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. I didn't even realize that. We hit 219. Thank you, everyone. Awesome.
Thank you so much.
All right, let's hear this ending one more time.
You'll never be out there again.
See, I would be fine if they looped that for like 30 seconds. Like, it's so cool. But they pull it back and make you hear it again. You have to go back.
Yeah. Yep.
Awesome.
Reminiscent of the Dam and the Dam the Dam song that I wrote for Daughtry, or is this another Dam song? This is another Dam song.
Will you stop swearing just because you've got that over your head?
Yes, right. Oh, open Pandora's box there.
That's right. I saw coffee come in. I think, was it Quinberg? It's one of our Thornley
Quinberg,
members.
yes. Quinberg, thank you so much. Love your whole. Oh wait, that's latte again. Sorry. Sorry. Quinberg bought a coffee. Another coffee for your amazing. Oh, that's a different one. It's watching you. But thank you.
But thank you
so
still. Oh, it just popped up today. That's awesome.
Yeah. And then
I just saw Art.
Art Noxon bought a coffee. Art? Who's Art? I never see
Yeah,
Art never actually
Teh.
buys a coffee with his
That's
with
true.
his real name.
This is probably somebody else.
It's usually incognito. Richard, I feel like Johnny is angling for severance pay, pun intended.
All right, no, it's Art.
I didn't even know Art was here.
I didn't either.
Uh,
All right, next
Lord.
up, Tiny Pieces off the album. We know nothing about this one, so let's hit play.
yeah, no. Going back to Sanella. Yep. Okay. Just wondering if you were referencing the song that I had written. Yeah, I can definitely hear that. Yeah, some of the
What is the? Oh yeah, because he's got the that's kind of almost had like that slow drive to it as well too. Just good song
Yeah.
by the way.
yeah.
Just go check that out with Daughtry. That Damn, Heavy is the Crown. But actually, my favorite is it Asylum? Is that
your favorite?
I
Yeah,
think so. I really like that one. That one jumps out at
Asylum's
me.
cool. Yeah, I actually just saw Daughtry. They came to Buffalo, and they were at the arena playing with Disturbed, so I got to see them, and they played
Oh,
Heavy's the
nice.
Crown and the Damn live, which was awesome to
That's
hear.
pretty cool.
Yeah,
That's
then I hung out
awesome.
with them backstage. Really cool.
No video
Very good.
vlog, nothing, no footage, no story.
I
This
will
is what
post the
happens
story.
when I'm not around.
I can't. I don't know. I just don't think. I can't think in terms of that.
All right, here we go. Tiny Pieces.
I know it's bad.
Wish I could forget how it felt when you said that it's over.
It's
Staring
Great
at your
breather
lipstick
after the
on
last song.
wine glass by the sofa. Have the same fight 20 times in a night. I regret that. It's not the first time that you left. It's the first time you didn't come back. It's how I spend my days. It's all I think about. This ain't a dream. I'm stuck in a nightmare. Getting me out. 'Cause I'm broken. Ain't nobody gonna fix me. And I'm choking on the pictures and the memories. Every time I do it to myself, never seem to learn. I'm crying for help. 'Cause I'm broken. Ain't nobody gonna fix me. Yeah, you broke me into tiny pieces.
Monty Lover. That's the minor 4 chord. We love that chord.
I can see the ghost of your headlights fade as you drive away. Took the one thing that I can't live without for a single day. Had the same fight 20 times in a night. I regret that. It's not the first time that I prayed. It's the first time I prayed you come back. Oh, 'cause I'm broken. Ain't nobody gonna fix me.
Evolution of this song.
On the pictures and in memory.
Sorry, I should have talked over that. I was say the evolution. You already hear going into the second chorus. Things are filling out. That not just in volume. There's layers with what the drum's doing, but also Taka's delivery. There's a little more air pressure, a little more edge. So it started off really vulnerable, right? And now he's got this little like angst, like a plea kind of mixed in with the tone. So there's the feeling of evolution musically, but also in his vocal delivery. And that's why this works so well, tied into the lyrics, of course, which is obviously a heartbreaking story here.
Absolutely. And even this song, which is definitely more simple and straightforward than the other ones that we've heard, still it's very delicate in the way that they're building it up. And I love this guitar part too. So that's using, so it's great voicing, because basically at the heart of it, it's just a D and an F. But if you played the D and the F in the same octave, right? It doesn't have the same effect as what he's doing, which is it's a lower D, a D in a lower octave, and the F in the upper octaves. As opposed to,
Which seems, It
Yeah,
loses
it's
its weight.
Yeah, the fact that there's that space between, I think it gives a nice, yeah, just nice,
And
and
it
he kind of repeats
loops.
that, and
Yeah.
it loops, which they haven't really looped anything up to this point.
Mhm.
Everything's been, it's been changing pretty rapidly. So
But
again,
there's a
it's nice to
cleverness
have
in
that.
that. Sorry, cut you off.
Yeah, no, it's just nice to have that palette cleanser, like you were saying, mood wise, but
Exactly.
also instrumentally, just to kind of like, okay,
And this
we've gone
is
through a lot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the 7th song. So there's a lot that just took place. So exactly that breather, that palate cleanser. I like that term even better for for the ears, and just lets you breathe in the lyrics a little bit more. And then we'll see where the songs go after this. But it's the
Yeah.
right time for a song like this.
Yes. And real quick, Lots of Love for Johnny, an open chord. I don't know if that would be considered an open chord. Maybe if it's, I don't know. You tell me. Actually, I don't even know. Usually open chord on guitar, it's more of it's usually the open strings.
Right.
So let me see if I can see that. So
See,
like,
I think of open chord specifically to guitar, but I'll just keep talking until Johnny shows up again. So what he was saying with the open chords on guitar is my association with that term, but I've never used it in reference to describe a chord in general. Like on
I mean,
piano.
maybe. So this, I mean, there's a space between. I don't know that I would call it an open, but so basically the difference between a G power chord, a little out of tune, sorry, which is a little bit more choked off sounding, as opposed to, right? It's a little more
Right.
open because it's got open strings that can vibrate freely. But I'm not sure. maybe what that would.
Chris is such a badass.
Bro.
Oh, you're gone again. Good Lord. No, that didn't work. Also didn't work. You hear the bells like he's trying to call in, right?
Is my computer dying?
This is so much worse than it's ever been this past week.
God. It's relatively new. I don't know what happened. This blasted camera.
I know, and Francesca keeps suggesting Ethernet. We realized that could assist. The problem is his studio is on the other side of the house from where the modem comes in, and with a dog and Shirley Jones in the house, that cord is not a good idea.
Yeah, and they don't miss anything.
All right, here we go.
Ain't nobody gonna fix me. And I'm choking on the pictures and the memories. Every time I do it to myself, never seem to wanna cry for help. 'Cause I'm broke.
I can't hear you. What was that?
Francesca said, "What is relatively new?" I think it's about 3.5 years old.
Yeah, that's old for a computer.
Oh God.
Never seem to wanna cry for help. 'Cause I'm broken. Ain't nobody gonna fix me. Yeah, you broke me into tiny pieces.
Oh, that was cool.
Yeah, you broke me into tiny pieces.
Great hook.
Yeah.
It's how I spend my days. It's all I think about. This ain't a dream. I'm stuck in a nightmare. Get me out. Cause I'm broken. Ain't nobody gonna
Clever
fix
moments.
me. And I'm choking on the pictures and the memories. Every time I do it to myself, never seem to wanna cry for help. 'Cause I'm broken, ain't nobody gonna fix me. Yeah, you broke me into tiny pieces. You broke me into tiny pieces. Oh yeah, you broke me into tiny pieces.
Ah. Great delivery. Just the vulnerability he's singing with this one too, and it tends to show up more with the slower songs, or obviously the acoustic set, like you were saying earlier. He's just able to keep these high range notes in a delicate space. Primarily, I mean, he just dances in the passaggio. We've said this before. That space between chest voice and head voice, you don't really know where he's at. There's a sense of mystery in terms of his vocal fold position, because I know that's what you're all wondering. Is what is his vocal fold position on that third syllable of the chorus? I know. I'm trying to figure it out. It's hard to say.
Yeah, I'm more concerned with what his thoracic cavity is doing. But
So happy you know that term now. Ah, this is such a good album.
yeah,
Okay.
I like the songs that, I mean, there's been at least 3 at this point, songs about just struggling with life, and
Yeah.
you know, I feel like he's a nice person to have out there, to be like, it's going to be okay, and get what
Yeah.
you're
So
going through, type of thing.
whether it's something he's personally going through, which sucks obviously, but at the same time, that's his, therapy musically, as it is for all musicians on some level, to connect with others and everything. So I love that he's putting his art in this space. Okay, next up on the album is This Can't Be Us. And then we're going to switch to a live video for Plus Matter after this, because we've already heard the album version. So,
But you're gonna miss me. So,
oops.
but you're gonna miss me.
It's weird that you remember a hook from one of their songs so much. Actually, the challenge is identifying how many there are.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. This can't
Just
be
spew
us.
out the hits.
Piano. There is a gig for you somewhere in the band.
It's just the one song. That's fine. I'll just hang out
That's totally
side
fine.
stage.
I hear your voice just like a song, and your melody, it tells me something's wrong. They tell me that it won't be long,
Thank you for letting
but
us know.
in my head it feels like you've already gone. Oh, I don't know what to say.
That's interesting. That's beautiful.
This can be us. I don't know how to say goodbye.
That's a lot.
This can be us. You've been the greatest part of my life. This can be us. Can we turn back the time? This can be us. I pray you're waking up. You gave more than enough. I won't forget your love.
Oh,
I like it starts on the 2 chord too.
all right. So before you jump in with what's happening musically, I love that you guys even know, and you're sharing with us, that this is about his grandma, which means he said it was. Like, how many rock guys are just like, wrote this one for my grandma? I mean, there's such a warming, lovable, vulnerable thing to say it's about your mom or your grandma, or just, you know what I mean? There's something
Yeah.
pretty
Actually,
cool about that. That
Led Zeppelin's 5th album, it was all about his nanny.
really.
No, just kidding. No, no, going
Such a
back to your point.
sucker.
So very uncommon. Yes. Yes.
But I
It's
love
nice.
that about him. I think it shows to his character and just, his heart and everything. But yes,
Yeah,
chords.
no, it
Go
does.
on.
Oh, yes. Okay. No, it's just it's great chord progression. It's got
Wait, I'm going to cut you off because I have more information about his grandma now. It's more important than your chords. His grandma was the one who took him in when he was disowned, ran away from home. I remember that story. Okay.
Oh, okay.
She recently got seriously ill, and Tucker wrote the lyrics there. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Continue.
No, nice thing about the modern musician. I feel like the vulnerability is more encouraged these days.
I think so.
I think it's nice. I think it's really nice. Yeah, no, just like mean, just beautiful. It's just
all the way through.
yeah. To me, it's got definitely a kind of a throwback. Somebody said Adele. I can definitely hear Adele in there. Maybe just for the piano alone, but to me, it harkens back to some of the chord progressions of the era that I love, which is the '70s, and some of those songs. I could hear like
The Billy Joel kind of.
Cat Stevens or Brett or somebody doing, like doing a song like that. Yeah, Beatles too.
Let me back
Yeah,
up just a little
I love
bit.
it.
Beautiful song.
You've been my rock for way too long, and I'm so
Not for nothing, but that was totally a Ringo fill there too.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's
It really is.
some '60s in there. Yeah,
Yeah.
rock for way
I want to hear that again. Hold on.
yeah, and Let It Be.
You've been my rock for
Yeah.
way too long, and I'm sorry that I've been a rolling stone. You showed me how to build a home. You said my heart is always with you when you're gone. Wish you could open up your eyes. This can't be us. I don't know how to say goodbye. This can't be us. You've been the greatest part of my life. This can't be us. Can we turn back the time? This can't be us.
I agree. Such a cool balance.
Pray you're waking up. You gave more than enough. I won't forget your love.
Just that little touch there. Ooh, I like this.
Okay.
This can be us.
Congratulations.
Don't know how to say goodbye. This can be us. You've been the greatest part of my life. This can be us. Can we turn back the time? This can be us. This can be us.
That's cool.
Don't know how to say goodbye. This can be us. You've been the greatest part of my life. This can be us. I think I'm going out of my mind. This can be us. And if you don't wake up, I hope I said enough. I won't forget your love.
Oh,
Freaking great, great.
oh, what a way to close the song. It-
I mean, if this was their vibe, like I would
they can make a whole
I
album.
would, I would
with-
still be a fan, a huge fan. I'm like, oh, great, they kind of do this like contemporary, like piano ballad type stuff. I would be all in. This is the fact that they do both is
Yes.
just they're so different. I mean, they're the only like thread is the fact that it's catchy and it's like just good melody writing, like it's
Great
been
musicianship.
but like
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
a totally different approach, and they're just leaning into it completely, and it's like is somebody
And
emoji'd.
again, his delivery too, with just the being so vulnerable at the end there, just kind of like resting it down, and just there's just all the emotions, just allowing him allowing the emotions to alter and influence to tell the story lyrically throughout the whole thing. Just Beautifully done.
Great writing. I mean, you could hear like Queen doing this. It's like
Yeah.
just with the guitar in the background, Brian May's guitar, and you can hear Freddie Mercury singing a song like this.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, that chord right there. That is so throwback. That is so not what you hear in anything modern. I feel like anymore.
No.
In pop, you don't hear.
Gives this little suspense.
Yeah, and then that ending part, which we talked about bridges, the purpose of a bridge, which is to just, it kind of just gets you out of the usual course that you're going down with the song, and it just kind of changes things up just to keep the song interesting and moving.
Right.
This wasn't a bridge per se, but it was almost like a just a transition into an outro, I guess. Well, I guess it was a bridge. Yeah, it was.
It was a bridge. Yeah.
It was a bridge. Yeah.
And then it modulated back into the chorus.
That's right. You're right. But the bridge was interesting. So whereas the chorus had more of a descending, right?
Right.
So it's going down. The bridge starts in the same chord, goes up.
Yeah.
So it just kind of gives it a
So
different mood. Yeah.
Yeah.
Takes it away from the more somber to more of an uplifting, hopeful vibe.
Beautiful song. All right. Moving on, we are going to a live version of Plus Matter. And is this the song we know? I feel like this is the song we know that we saw in Toronto. I think when he was first talking about the album. Oh, no, I haven't heard the album. I just bought it 15 minutes ago. So I'm confusing some of the titles, but I believe this is the song. Let's check it out.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
This has a positive feel coming out after those last two songs, sort of building you back up, listening to the album consistently. Perfect follow-up song to the last one.
Snare roll thing.
I remember it.
Look at that crowd. I mean,
No. This is a great show closer too.
absolutely, yeah. This is the one they videoed when we were there. The music video.
I remember when we saw this live, by the third chorus, even though I didn't know all the words, like I'm singing along.
To the matter to you.
Actually, by the end of the first chorus, it's really just the repetition of it. It's just so clever. Again, now we've seen this twice. We saw it live, and then we did the official video,
music video. Yeah,
yeah. That from the tour. So at this point, we've seen it a couple times, but just want to say again, what a clever song. And I love the placement in the context of the album. Just really well thought out, because Johnny and I are old school. We like to listen. We're like album listeners. Like even though they don't always have a theme or always connect, but the artists that are, thinking outside of just the singles focus that, a lot of the industry pushes, they're in this order for a reason. There's a certain flow, a storytelling flow, even if it's not about the same thing. And you could clearly see they did that in this album so far.
Yeah, I love it. It's a shame that it's a lost art these days. And I'm guilty as the next person of just flipping through songs, because now you can, with this amazingly annoying device.
I'm older than you. I have such a hard time skipping. Like I will punish myself with a song I can't stand to get to the next one. I'm just like committed to the album.
Yeah, well, you are older, So
I'm just saying. My wrist still hurt from the pencil in the cassette. Like, gotta get to the beginning of the song.
No, I just feel like, yes, you're the good old days. No, but even just having my old CD player, where I just. And I still do love albums. I still try to listen to them, but it's.
I'm picking
more
on
often
it,
than
yes.
not. I do skip songs, and I feel like I lose out, because there's so much that you can get from just having the patience of listening to the whole thing, and you can really get to know the artist so much more.
Totally agree. All right, here we go. Oh, we have coffee coming in. I just want to address that before.
Oh yes, Francesca.
Oh, it's Francesca.
Yep, she said, "So busy crying, I almost forgot the coffee. What a great album."
Hugs to you, Francesca. Don't cry.
Yes, hugs.
I'm assuming that was during the Tiny Pieces, or This Can't Be Us.
Still the closer at this point?
I don't know. It works as
it is. He sounds just as fresh as a daisy. They all do.
If you told me he was 23 years old, I wouldn't hesitate to believe you. Same thing with Toru. They look so young.
They look so young. That kid's
this kid's really good. Or I love this kid. That's what I said.
This kid.
In our first impression.
Well,
Oh. Wait, let me see if there's anything at the end of this. Great. All right. 2 more to go. Up next is C.U.R.I.O.S.I.T.Y, Back to the Album. This is it's an acronym, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Because they've got periods after all the letters, so. Ah! even singing it with a different tone. Da, da, like he's got his larynx a little bit higher. He's shortening his vocal track. So like in cartoon characters, if you have the larynx down, you get like a dopey sound. If you have it up high, you get like a nerdy sound. So he's collapsing the resonating space and giving like a really cool like texture. And then I heard 2 syllables of him opening up. I'm gonna start again because it was just cool. I'm already excited.
Yes, that's good. That's good. I like
right,
you
here you
excited. That came out.
Moving on.
Time to wake up, there's a war inside. Bless them martyrs, kiss them all goodbye. We can stay walking on the dotted line, or we can make our own. I'm not afraid, I'm ready for the other side. Will you have my back? Say everything that you really fucking know.
Other singers? This is a different singer. I don't know that.
Everything that you really fucking know. And I reality, sometimes I don't know why. My curiosity.
It's a very angry tone.
Yeah.
Okay, so was the first one we heard the Paldusk? Is that how you say his name? First rapper, and this one is this Chico Carel? Oh my god, I'm so sorry, Carlito. I don't know. The one that's like more of the metal sound right now. I'm just curious. I want to make sure I've got the right names. What a crazy tone.
Yeah.
The first one is Chico. Okay. Got it. Thank you. Oh.
Badass.
That was wild. You guys are saying that they reference Wasted Nights. I missed that in the lyrics. It's too much to take in all at once. But I have the album. I'm going to go back and listen to this, I promise, with absolute joy. Wow.
Yeah, much different song than Tiny Pieces.
Slight departure.
I love it. I love it, though.
Woo!
Tiny Pieces is probably more my go-to as far as what I listen to, but I love, the excitement that song brings. It's just
in Paldusk, that's the name of the band, right, guys? exactly the blah that you're
Yeah.
saying in the chat, that guttural false fold, like all of those textures with just like the hollow sound. I mean, I produced that totally different than what he did, but just the way he's going about creating that type of scream, it's just wild, scary, and cool all at once.
So cool. Yep.
All right, we are on to our last one. We have a live. This is called The Pilot. Brand new song for us.
Take me to the pilot. Take me to the pilot. I was just saying.
Maybe it's a cover of that very song.
Do you know who does that one?
No.
Take me to the pilot.
Who is that?
To the pilot. I am your stranger. Na, na, na. All right. Little quiz out there. For
I got nothing. You guys are gonna have to help me out on that one.
Who is the original artist of that song?
Anika says the pilot is about Taka's life. He ran away from his home when he was 15 and slept in restaurants, behind the bar, like the lyrics say, and just a period of his life. Okay, so he's like reflecting back on this. So this particular performance is live at the Pepsi Center, Mexico. Here we go.
Let me speak Japanese a little quick. 私たちはあなたたちとこういう瞬間を共にできてとても幸せに思います。ありがとうございます。こうやって皆さんたちと国も言語もカルチャーも違う、そんな中で音楽を通して一つの場所に集まれるということは僕はとってもすごいことだと思ってます。忘れないでください。皆さんたちがいて僕たちがいて、そして時に僕
Okay, Johnny, what does he say?
He said this is going to be a really awesome song, so make sure you sing along. And
wow, that seemed like a lot of syllables for just that.
僕たちがいて皆さんたちがいます。今日最後の曲です。聴いてください。The next one is called Pilot. And crazy, no one to save me. You were the pilot when my world came crashing down.
that's interesting.
Yeah.
I cried for help. You didn't notice. I kissed the salt from all my tears burning in my mouth. You dropped around. I try to mend our differences. I shouldn't have to make more things no.
Riff.
I'm breaking down, but I'm not breaking down. That's how we go. I'm breaking hearts, forgive my breaking hearts.
He's got such a push on this.
Yeah.
Just that passion drive.
I'm going home, wherever hoping. I've gotten used to having nobody around. I was asleep behind the bar, but I was dreaming of your arms. Wishing to say I've come to
That's a quick little example of he doesn't have to go to that note. There's many other options in between.
No, he's his own worst enemy for sure, but the betterment of all of us.
But we approve.
Exactly.
Wow, that audience. Drum solo? So I'm going to pause it here. I see a lot of you in the chat are asking for the studio version, and we want to oblige. So we have to fit it in really quick though, because I know Johnny, you have to be in the studio. So I'm going to pause here. I can see if this is like an extended ending or whatever like that. What's interesting? Well, I look for this real quick. What's interesting though in this live, Taka's got such a great, like, he's got a push, right? So you could hear him like. It doesn't sound like he's having, it's not that he's having trouble getting to the pitch. It's just that he's overdriving everything. There's like, sometimes as a singer, like when you squeeze your abs, when you press upon your thoracic cavity and you get like that extra pressure, it like drives. You can just hear he's connected to something and it's just like driving it in, which I'm sure live in like actually beat, great smile, by the way, Johnny. I'm sure live, there would have mixed even better with the rest of the band because the audio's not quite as whole as a lot of what we've been listening to today. So let me pull this up. I want to hear the studio version. We're missing like a lot of the low end, some of the guitar parts. So, and yeah, the lyrics get a little bit lost too. We got you. Let me find this.
Da, 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 da.
Sorry, I didn't have this one. Here it is. And here we go.
All right.
All right. The pilot.
"15 and crazy.
It's nice to hear everything fully.
Yeah.
You were the pilot
Some lives are hit or miss.
when my world came crashing down. I cried for help. You didn't notice.
A little cry at the
I
end there.
taste the soul from all my tears burned in my mouth. You dragged around my innocence. I tried to mend our differences. I shouldn't have to beg for this, no. I'm broken still, but I'm not broken down. That's how we grow. If I break your heart, forgive my broken heart. Don't let me go.
Yeah, so I just want to address this real quick. I'm not saying hit or miss as far as their performance. These guys are consistently great. It's sound quality, movement, or
Yeah.
audio. There's only 4 of them, but they fill out an entire sonic
It's a big sound.
spectrum.
It's a huge sound.
And live, it's like there's all these little nuances. I really like. Now you can hear everything that Tomo's doing and everything. So I'm enjoying the studio review. So and,
Yeah.
and you
Yep.
guys know us with One OK Rock. We're going to keep coming back. We're going to keep doing live versions of things as well. But
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. I just wanted to clarify that.
I'm going home, wherever home is. I've gotten used to having nobody around. I was asleep behind the bar, but I was dreaming of your arms. Within myself, I've come to find myself and sound. I'm broken still.
Ooh, that chug.
Way to end the album too.
Yeah.
It's like contemplative song.
If I break your heart, forgive my broken heart. Don't let me go. Love it, love it, broken's beautiful. I'm going home, wherever home is. I'm feeling
Love this drum part again.
but not at my lowest. Bliss is ignorance, just a kid making sense of it. You didn't fight for me, fight for me, fight for me. So I will fight for myself. I'm broken still.
That's a statement lyrically.
Oh yeah.
That's how we grow. If I break your heart, forgive my broken heart. Don't let me go. Love it, broken's
Bass line on that.
After we love and learn. After we love and learn.
Thank you, Joey. Love you. Ah,
Awesome. Yeah.
That's
Great way. little more contemplative. It's still powerful rock, but I think the fact that it's got the 6/8 1 2 3 4 5 6 feel.
Yes.
Just a little bit, more of a ballady type of feeling to it. Great way to close
Yes.
it. Awesome album.
Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us today. Johnny's got to get to the studio, so we are jetting. Where's the explicit lyrics? There we go. Thank you to all of our Throwing members. Thank you for your coffee. Thank you for the likes, the shares, the comments. We will come back with more live performances of One OK Rock in the future, of course. Have an amazing day. We love you
guys.
all. Bye. I'm going to go listen to an album.
Heck yeah. Me too.
Guess which one?